Yeah, so we'll just get started where we stopped yesterday. And good evening, everyone. Welcome to another session of this dashboard series in Excel. Yeah, I think I want to believe that all these ones that we've done in terms of the primary KPI is very clear for everyone now. So without wasting too much of our time, I'll go to the next requirement. We see, so we need to do this other primary KPI here, which has to do with maximum, okay, where is it? Total casualties and total respect to accident. Right, that means I think we are done with all this one now. Let me just highlight it and put it and highlight it, fill it in green, or maybe I'll just put this in green now. Okay, so going on into the secondary API now, we need to do this first one. So let's see how we can represent these total casualties with respect to vehicle types. So I think we've done the analysis yesterday. We have the analysis already. We have cars. We have all these ones. So we'll just try and link. Let's link this value here so that we can be able to reference all these figures in our dashboard. So I'm going to do now. Let me just do equals to. I'll use cars here, and here I'll use this as well. So let me see if I can drag this down and should be able to put my other items there. Okay. I don't want crown total. Okay. So again, I'll just try and see if I can drag this down. I doubt if this is gonna work. Okay, but not to worry. It's not working right. So instead of manually referencing it, there is a way we can actually edit this get pivot data here. And instead of referencing, the title of the row, which is cars by here, we can reference this particular cell. So I will just try and edit this formula here, I'll clear these cars away and just pick this B17, which is what I want to do. So I can go now and drag this down. This should work, I believe. Right here. Again, let me undo that. I'll do it again. So if you recall, what I did here was to reference, I can reference this, get, the class here, reference this, I can go to equals to, start doing this manner. How long? Let's say I have a very long list. Does it mean I'm going to be doing this one by one, do equals to reference this? No, I don't want to do that. So there's a way I can automate it, but if I try to drag this down using the fill function of Excel, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. You just keep making reference to this particular cars, which is the first item. But there's a way I can do that. And how do I do that? Is just to edit this formula here. Instead of referencing the cars, I want to reference this B17, whatever that is, B17 has, that's what I'm returning. And I'll just go here and edit this formula and reference this B17. So whatever the value of, I can also reference, there are two ways we can do it. I can reference C17 by itself, but I don't want it, I don't want it to be just this value. I want to reference it based on the item, which is car. So I'm referencing whatever is the value of cars. If you watch this formula very well, get pivot data, number of casualties here, which is this value. This is the value it's trying to return. Number of casualties, vehicle type. These are vehicle type. The vehicle type are in B17. So whatever the B17 has, return the value for me here. And if I drag this formula down again, I'll get the same value for all this. So looking at this formula for bike as well, pivot data, number of casualties, where is it? Is in B16, and the vehicle type, whatever the vehicle type that is in B18, which is bike now, is what I want you to return the value for me. So that's where I can use this, did the get pivot data and reference this cell itself rather than referencing the item, the cars, the bike, the van. I can do that, and I can, use the fill function of Excel. So now we have this value. We can go to our dashboard. Let's just try and duplicate one of these. I'm going to try and duplicate one of these. Maybe I can put, let me just take this one down here. I'll take this down here. Yep. Maybe we have something like this. So we can start bringing, based on what we have here. I think we have cars, we have bike, we have van. So all these items here are what we want to represent. And based on what I said, specialties, vehicle type, okay, I can copy this. Let me copy this. Go back to my dashboard. Let me duplicate this. Just duplicate this and copy this here. We just edit this as specialties by, rename this as by vehicle types. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So I can rename this now. Try and stretch this. Let me stretch this. Okay. Or maybe I can just make it double line. Yeah, this makes sense a lot. Let's leave it like this. So I want to add a little bit of visuals to this dashboard, and that's where I can use, I want to use the icon, rather than using text box to say, okay, this is cars, this is, this is bike. I want to use an icon in this case. So how can I get my icon here? I'll go to the inserts. Of course, Excel has this inbuilt icons, pictures, icons, but this time around is the icons that I'm looking for. I'll just click here, go to icons, then yeah, I have, can search maybe thousands, millions of icons here. What am I looking for? I'm looking for vehicle. Let's see, let's try and see, okay, yeah. We have different types of vehicle here. Let's pick this, for that agricultural vehicle. This look like a tractor. I can pick this, and I think this look like a bike. This is another bike, but I think let's go with this one. We'll go with this. This looks like a van. Yeah. Let's pick this one. This also look like a car, and this look like a bus. This is a bus. Let's keep looking. What else do we need? I think we are looking. We need to look for those. I think okay.
HGV.
Okay, let's see which one we can use. I think I saw one.
Heavy goods vehicle.
Maybe something like this.
That's like a truck, right?
Yeah, this look like a truck.
Truck.
Maybe this. Yeah.
Is that okay? Is that something bigger than that? We know we have trucks as well, but we need like something bigger for HGV.
Okay. Let me see. We don't have anything.
We can make do with what we have here.
HGV. No.
No, just put heavy goods vehicle.
Heavy. Okay.
Heavy goods.
No, nothing is coming. Let me look at goods.
Or trailer or something.
Okay. No.
Okay, those are
trailers. Or truck.
Truck. Okay. No. It's not giving us good. Okay.
Or 7.5 tons.
Okay.
Would that give us?
Let me see if we can get or maybe let me see. No. Nothing. Okay. I think we can go to flaticon.com and maybe get some icons, but let's just see what we can do with what we have here for now. I'm going to insert everything. Okay. This everything is here. Let me just, I want to reduce the zoom in so that I can able to. So everything is here. Okay. So I'll just start putting it properly. Let's say I have the bike here. That means I need to extend this down. Let me try and extend this down a bit. This one here, this here. We have this here. Okay, I'll put this here. Then the rest, I'm going to take this down here. And I'm going to take this one too. Let me take this one too. So we're here. I'll extend this a bit. Okay. All right. Okay. So I can, let me reduce this. I want to select all of them and select each one of them. Okay, select this. Oh, what's going on? Why am I not able to select this? Okay, I don't know what's going on there.
Oh, good.
Okay.
It's worked.
Yeah, it's working now. Just want to select this, select this. Select this, select this. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to be able to align with all this rather than trying to fit it properly. I can select everything and go to align. So what I want to do, I want to align center. Right. Okay, you can see everything is now aligned center. Let me also see what I can do. I can say I should distribute all of them vertically. Right. Okay, it makes sense. So you can see all of them now. They have equal distribution. Equal distribution. The same. Space among each one of them. So this is okay. So I'm going to try and click each one of them and format it. So I want to change the color a bit. So go to graphics format, graphics field. Let's say this one should be something like this, right? So whatever we have here, it is also what we need to put the value when we are referencing the value. So let me pick one of the text box here. Let me pick this. I'll put this here. And I can clear this one off and go back to my analysis. So I think that's bike. So we can reference bike now. Let me format this. Format this. So I need to make sure that the same color I use here is whatever I use here as well. So again, I will need to change this color. I think we use something like this. Right. Yeah. And we can increase this a bit, maybe 28. Right. Okay. We can do this one. So again, we can keep going forward, I'll just duplicate this as well, duplicate this, put this here, duplicate this, duplicate, duplicate this, duplicate. Okay, can put, let me just put them properly. Then I can format all of them at the same time. Put this here, put this here. Again, I can do the same thing, I can highlight all of them as well and do the same, distribute vertically, go to shape format, align center, distribute vertically. Yep, I think this is okay. Oh, there seems to be an overlap here. Like I have to, okay, it's okay. So again, I can format this. I think this needs to go up a bit. Yeah, this needs to go up a bit. So let me format this again. I'll change this color. Let's look for another color, maybe something like this. So whatever we have here, we need to use the same color. We need to be consistent with the color. This one, let's look for another color. Maybe it's something like this. And again, I'll change this. Yeah. And then this one, let's see what we can format this as well. Maybe we can go back to the, I'll just pick this. Or maybe I go back to that same color. But this one, this time around, is going to be deeper. I'll click here as well. Change this. 2 more to go. This one. Oh no, I'm using field. It's a what's the graphics field. So let me find something like this. Okay. Again, change this. Graphics field. Let me find something. Yeah, maybe this. Okay, we'll just use that one. And I think we have others, if I'm correct. We have others. So let's find something for others. I'll go to the icon again. Let me go to icon. Maybe I can find something like, what can I find for others? Maybe, maybe any suggestions? So
Still under vehicles. Still under vehicles now.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can get maybe
I was-
other.
I was gonna say if we can pick like 10 in one, that would have captured the whole essence, like 10 other different ones in one, but it's impossible. Maybe something that's just out of, that doesn't look like the rest, anything that doesn't look like
What
the
of
rest.
locomotives? If you say locomotive, what will come up?
Okay.
Let's try.
No, let me go
Sorry.
back. Local. No. Or maybe what if we use something like okay, no.
I think there was a car with something on top of it or something,
Yes, maybe something like this.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it could be a wheel, just anything that is different from.
Okay.
Or tricycle.
Okay.
Or a wheelbarrow.
Wheelbarrow is not a vehicle. It's an other vehicle.
Other vehicle, or maybe.
Why is the vehicle in some places anyway?
Yeah. Let's see if I can do something like this and color it red. Let me see if I can fill this in red and see. Maybe we can use something like this. Yeah, at least. But this sign looks like this is not a vehicle.
Yeah, that means not a vehicle. Is wrong.
It's wrong.
Well,
It
that
is wrong.
for us, we can say it represent order.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we should just assume that and just move on. Yeah. Thank you, sir. Just.
I mean, if we can put a little text under it to say, just so that, because you know it, but the stakeholder needs to understand it, just on citing it as well. So maybe something tiny somewhere that says others, so they know that's what you're trying to portray. That would
Okay.
also help.
Okay. Yeah. We can do just for others. And let me remove the shape. Shape fill. No outline. No outline. The text, I'm gonna put the text as probably white. And maybe I can bold this. Okay. Let me bold this somehow. Then maybe I can group these two together as one. Right click and group. So this becomes, I can move this around. Yeah, I think this is okay. Or what do we think?
It
Yeah.
is. It's
Yeah.
perfect.
Okay.
I think it's perfect.
Yeah. Okay. So again, I'll copy this. I'll probably put this as red. Okay. So what we need to do now is to start linking each of these. Let me clear up this equals to, we go to, I think this is the car. Yeah. Cars, this one. Can reference that. This is bus. I believe this is bus. Go back there. This is bus. Okay. And this one, this is what do we call this the other time? Maybe we can use it as, is it truck?
We can use the smaller one as truck and the bigger one as heavy goods vehicle.
Okay.
We could use this one as truck. This.
Okay, so we use this one as HGV. HGV. This one, we'll use this one as truck. And then we use this one as agricultural vehicle. And we use this one as orders. I think we are missing one. I think we are missing one.
Have we done the bicycle? Or the
Yes,
topic?
we've done
that one.
done it. I think we are missing, is it van? We are missing van.
Yes, we
212, we
don't
are
have
missing
van.
this. Okay, let me just see if I can get, we can get icon again to use for van. Okay, we'll just pick this. Just pick this. Let me extend this a bit. Oops, sorry. I'll look for another different color. Maybe something, yeah, maybe this. Okay. And I can go back and reference the van now. Yeah, this is the van. Okay. So what I need to do now is to double click on this, my painter, and start going this, start painting this, painting this. I can go back later on, I can change their color. Maybe I should have formatted it before I start changing the color the last time. Okay, so everything is okay now. You can see here. So I can release this and start formatting them. This is in red. This one here. I think this, yeah. Let me even try, maybe I can use this painter on this. No, it didn't work. It didn't work. Okay. This look like element of green. Yep. And this look like this. This is this. And finally, this one is this. Okay. Right. So looking at this, I think we are done. Let me preview it in full screen and see how it look like. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It's okay.
Just a quick one, sir. Is it possible for us to format these numbers so that we can have that 1,000 separator for easy
Okay.
ability?
Okay. Okay. I thought about that as well. Let me see.
I'm thinking if we do it from where we
That means
referenced it,
we need to go back. Yeah.
if
We
it
need to
should
go
fit
back
it.
and do it here.
Yeah.
I remove this. So if I go to the dashboard, wow, what's going on? Okay.
Right.
The
I was
idea,
gonna say what magic happened.
the idea is just, I think it's a text. It's a text. Maybe I should have even make it the same 22 rather than, maybe I should just leave it as 22. Because it's now a secondary KPI. They are no longer primary, so it should not be more than the primary one. 22. This one to 22. This 22. Okay, right. So maybe I can try, and there is something that I normally do here. Let me see, select objects. Okay, so I can highlight all this here. This is to not allow me to move down. Okay, what I will need to do, let me just reduce it to the purest minimum. And I want to highlight everything here so that I can group them as one. And group. Okay, yeah. So I can move this around now because they are all grouped as one. I need to go back and remove select. I need to leave the select up. Okay, yeah. I can move this around. Oh no, I can move this around. They are all grouped together now. So if at all someone maybe find a way and alter my dashboard, this will still be, I can move this back. So I think with that, maybe we can stop for today, or maybe we do one more, which is this monthly trend, or what do we think? Should we stop here or go ahead and still do this monthly trend and see how far we can quickly do this?
I mean, let's quickly do one more. If you've got the time anyway, if we can do it within 5-10 minutes, we should be fine.
Okay, yeah, sure.
If that's okay by everyone, sorry, forgot to ask if everyone's all right with that.
I think I'm really enjoying this class. So.
Okay, let's quickly do that.
Magic to my eyes, I'm telling you.
Let's quickly do that. Let's quickly do that. So I can expand this again. I can expand this, maybe something like this. Right. So let's go back to our analysis sheet. I can go, maybe let me just create this, that one afresh. I'll go back to my dashboard database again, go to insert, pivot table, existing worksheets, which is where I want it to be, analysis. Maybe I can move it toward the end here. I can move it somewhere around here. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Now, so again, let's try and do, we've got our monthly now. We've got our months. So I can drag in my, first of all, I need to drag in my total waste number of casualties. Okay, here, and drag this into the value. Then I have my months already. I'll drag this into the rows here. So again, I'll need to drag in my year, maybe into the filter. Okay, let's use into the filter. So because we cannot reference this value, we want to do it like a line chart, like a trend. We cannot use pivot table, to reference, draw up a chart. Whereby we can have both the 2020, because we have 2 years here now, 2021. So we have to do 2 pivot table. So this one will be 2021. I'm just going to filter this as 2021. Then I can go ahead also and copy this maybe somewhere here, or somewhere here. I can copy. Oh, it's not allowing me to copy. Let me see. Copy. Okay. So, and I can change this one to, filter this one as 2022. So I have the 2 years now. I have them here. So what do we need to do now is to use our normal, the way we reference value from pivot table. We reference this one as 2021. We reference this as 2022, and we can either pick either of these months here, and it's going to work. So let me see how we can do that. Of course, I'll put this one as months, then I'll put this one as 2021, 2022. So I can reference either of these months here, either this from 2021 or from 2022. So let me use this 2022. I can bring this one down. Yep, I have it here. And now I'll need to go to 2021 and reference, pick the value of 2021, which is this in this case. Again, if I try to drag this down, it won't work. So I need to alter this formula again and reference, whatever the value of U4 is what I need. So I can drag this down and I have all my data here. Again, the same thing, I'll do the same thing for 2022, which is this. I'll need to alter this formula to reference, and this time around is going to be, this should be, I can't see what is here. Yeah, X4. So I'll drag X4 down. So now I have my data now. I can, whatever I want to do with this data. So I'm just going to highlight all of them. Start. So one of the recommendations when we are dealing with maybe M series data is always to use a line chart. So here I'm going to use a line chart. Let's see, maybe I can use something. Yeah, let me use this one. Oh, sorry, I don't need to select the months. Yeah. And I'll need to select this as, for some reason, I don't know why, the reason why this month is showing. Why is this showing like this? Okay, I don't know what to do.
Sorry, which you didn't want us to show up. I wanted to get what was
Okay,
wrong.
let me go back.
Mm.
Okay, so what I want to do, I think I can go back to it. Sometimes this Excel is funny. What I want to do now, I want to draw up a line chart here. But if you notice, this month, it's picking this month, and it's not seeing this series 1 and 2
Okay.
as my legend. So for some reason, I don't know why it's doing that.
You shouldn't be picking months history.
Yeah.
Is it because months been highlighted in your data? If you highlight months and bring it down, that should change something.
Yeah, but I wanted to pick this
21 and 20 as years.
Yes.
Right.
Sometimes, okay, let's see. There's something I normally do here. There's something that says select data. Okay. select data, edit, series name. So this should be this, I want to believe, and this should be this. Okay. I see. Okay, I'll just I don't want to waste too much time here. Let me just go and do the recommended. I'll just go and use the recommended, that tomorrow we can see. I'll do it from scratch myself rather than using this recommended. You can see from the recommended chart, it's already picking the way I want it, but some reason I want to do it I want to do it scratch from.
If we change you see the original pivot table, because I didn't get, I got 2021, 2022 on my own chart. So if we change the layout of our of the original pivot table, we should be able to get it right. I did my pivot table like it was matrix. So year is in the columns.
Okay.
So if we go back to the field list, rather than use filter, yeah. And so, no, don't copy. Okay, you don't want to change.
Okay. Yeah, I don't want to change that for now. So
okay.
Pivot, where are you again? Field list.
Yeah.
Okay.
So where you have years in filter, bring it to columns.
Okay.
So if we use it this way, if we make the line charts this way, it will pick 21, 22. I mean, we can hide the grand total if we have to. I did hide it and it was fine.
Okay,
so,
then
yeah.
I go to insert line chart. Okay, yeah, that makes sense too. Yeah. Okay, so we can hide all field button. And we can change the legend. Is it top? Yeah, we can change it to the top. Okay, so this is another way. Right, this makes sense. Then we can have the data label. Oh no, we don't need to add the data label. Yeah, this will make the whole data too clumsy. But maybe we can format this data label as, let me see if this is going to work. Format cell, custom, and maybe something like this. Maybe we can use scale, like in 1,000, something like this here. Let's see if this is work. Oh, it worked. So it actually works in pivots. I don't know before now that it can work. So let me highlight everything again. Format cell, custom. I'll pick this. Then I want to see it as scale. Okay. Right. Okay. So I can use my legend data label rather. It's still not good, looking good, but it's fine. Still not looking good. No, maybe I'll just remove it. I'll remove it. Okay. So I think with this, we can stop here for now. Then by tomorrow when we resume, tomorrow, I'm not sure I'll be around tomorrow. So maybe Mom, you will be the one to step in for me. Tomorrow, I'm not sure if I'll be around.
I'm sure we'll arrange something, definitely. We'll arrange something. Thank you so much, sir. Wow, a lot of new knowledge for me. You know that get pivot data when you drag that and it was just copying down. So a few days ago, I encountered the same at work. I was trying to, sum up some columns within pivot table, and it was doing that, So I had to look for a way around how to overcome that. But the way you came out and referenced, the exact cell, it's the better way to do it than the way I finally did it. So I'll go back to my work and redo that bit and get that right. Thank you for showing us that, it's been another exciting class.
Honestly, over exciting.
Yeah.
How did you get that full screen again? You did one thing to get a full screen then. What did you press?
Okay, is here, when you have this
Okay.
arrow here, you
Yeah.
can see full screen mode.
Full screen mode. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, 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 wow. Wow. I can't believe this is Excel, honestly. I can't believe. Thank you so much, Mr. Azim. Thank you. You've really done a lot for us. I'm telling you. You've done a lot.
Yeah.
Much
all.
appreciated. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time always. Thank you very much. We appreciate you. Do
Thank
we
you
have
so
any
much.
questions within the few minutes that we've got?